fighting the system of apartheid, which was very similar to slavery in South Africa. Black people were not allowed to have an education. They were beaten and killed brutally in their homes just because they were black. And yet they were 95% of the population, still are. And in 1994, Nelson Mandela was released from prison and became the president, the first president of South Africa. And one of his quotes was that our biggest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our biggest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. And the reason why I love that quote is because I have a testimony where I was fearful of my light and fearful of all the things that made me wonderful and beautiful. I grew up in Central Falls, Rhode Island, and we were the only black family in 1965. I'm sure you don't know a lot of black people from Rhode Island. And we lived in abject poverty, my 3 sisters at the time and my brother. We lived with no plumbing at times, no food, no phone. We lived without food mostly. And we also lived in really severe violence. So I didn't grow up feeling really good about myself because I thought my poverty was a reflection of me. And so I felt a lot of shame. And the shame was reflected in how I carried myself, with my head down a lot, shy, afraid to speak up. And I remember when I was 6 years old, something changed. And what changed was I saw an actress who looked like me on television. And her name was Cicely Tyson. And she had black skin, and she played a character that aged from 15 to 105. And for me, acting no longer was a form of entertainment, but it was magic. And I thought if I could do what she did in that movie, then that would kind of make my life. And so then the dream of acting was born in me. And you know, the dream never stops at a dream, because as soon as you find it, then you have to work hard. And so I did all the things you're supposed to do. I went to school. I got my undergraduate degree in theater. I went to Juilliard for 4 years. I did Broadway. I did regional theater. I did off-Broadway. I worked in TV and film for years and years. And then I had another obstacle. And the obstacle was once again low self-esteem. Low self-image. Not feeling that I was worth it. Here's the thing about feeling like you're not worth it. It's the biggest lie in the world. If you can start off with the seed being planted in your head that you are worth it, then there is nothing that you can't do. Because when I was feeling like I wasn't worth it, it wasn't coming from anything other than the world. Because my other discovery was that I don't believe in luck. I do not believe in luck. I cannot think of my life as being random. I cannot think of my life as one day something will drop from the sky and all of a sudden everything will magically appear. I believe, Viola believes, in the presence of God. I believe that my life has to have a purpose and a meaning. And your responsibility, I believe, my responsibility was I had to choose. I had to choose to make my life mean something beyond acting sometimes, beyond makeup, beyond the stars that I've worked with. My life had to be about self-strength, perseverance, my ability to jump up and be able to face obstacles as they come my way, love of my family, working on my marriage, being here and inspiring you. That is what makes life sweet. And now we have our first Black president, so we are in an abundance of inspiration time. My final thought is I keep remembering Whoopi Goldberg, "You can't do anything." And what was her response? Her response she said, "I may be black, I may be ugly, but thank God I am here. I am alive." And so are you. You're alive. You're beautiful. And you're not beautiful for anything that is outward. You are beautiful because you are who you are. And God injected each and every one of you with one purpose. And it's not for any person to tell you what it is. It's for you to find out. In everything that you do, you are choosing a direction. Your life is a product of choices. And I'm telling you today, choose to live in joy and happiness, and choose to live out your dreams, and choose to believe that you're worth it. Thank you.
Yeah, she deserves a standing ovation. We are so proud